That's right. And we are live. Hello, Liza. Nice to chat to you today.
Hi, Margriet. How are you?
Good, thanks. So we are live today because you are one of the winners of our posted party. So so our posted party for those of you who are listening. So every day for 14 days, we have to post something. And Liza, we loved your posts. And one of
Okay.
the biggest things we really loved about you is the fact that you just kept on showing up. So I want to talk to you a little bit about this. But before we start, introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Thank you, Margriet. So I'm a mom of four, and I'm a
Wow.
homeschooling mom. So I've been homeschooling since 2009. So I started back when it felt like I was the only mom homeschooling. But my
Wow.
business allowed me to do that. I was a freelance graphic designer. And from
Mhm.
there, things developed because I realized that a lot of people think if you design a really great flyer, that you're going to change their business. And you
Yeah.
can't.
Mm.
It's more involved than that. So I've been freelancing since 2009. And then in this year, I took the step of involving other people, getting junior designers, and outsourcing to other freelancers.
Oh, wow, that is great. Guys, if you are watching, please say hi in the comments. Tell us where you are watching from. Say hi to Lisa. I'm chatting to her today. So wow, it's incredible. You've been homeschooling since
Yes.
2009.
9 years. Yes, I have.
2009. Wow, that's a very big commitment.
It is, but so we have a different philosophy about schooling and about learning. I'm a forever student. Okay, so like your course, I've been checking you out for years, trying to, commit to it. But so learning is a lifestyle for us. The kids love learning. Everything is a learning experience, from washing the dishes to cooking dinner, because there's maths in there, there is comprehension in all those things. So we do it differently, and my two middle kids are actually involved in my business. They are 19 and 13. So the 19-year-old manages one or two social media accounts, and my 13-year-old is my junior designer. So she works on templates and things like that. Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. So the other kids, are they younger or older?
I've got a 24-year-old who is a contributing member of society. I said to him, he doesn't ask for petrol money to come home anymore. So
Okay,
he's made it.
brilliant.
And then we've got a Lord Lamiki of four. He was our surprise.
Oh, wow.
So he keeps me busy. Yes.
Wow. It's so incredible. Guys, if you're watching, just say hi. I'm talking to Lisa, and I really find parents so fascinating that has the energy to actually homeschool kids. That is incredible. There's actually another girl in our training, Lana. Do you know
Mm.
Lana? She's also in our training. She also is a homeschool mom.
I haven't connected with her, but I'll go and look her up and then we can
Yeah.
connect.
She's amazing. You will love her. So I see Deirdre is saying hi, and Zelma. So what's amazing
Mhm.
is the fact that you actually manage something that millions of other women and moms actually want to do, and that is having a job that also allows you to be with your kids. That is
Mm.
quite something, because I know when I was working for my boss for 10 years, one of my biggest problems was the fact that I couldn't be there for my kids.
Mm.
And it's just incredible. So how do you manage your day-to-day business and be not only a mom but also, their teacher or their mentor?
So it's quite a juggling act. And I must say to you, I have alarms on my phone because I work from home that say stop working now. Otherwise, you know what it's like. I love what I do, so you can get lost in your work. So I do have this little alarm that tells me stop working. It's time for family time. And at the same time, um, the first thing we teach our kids is that they are responsible for their own learning. They're not doing it for me. They're not doing it for their dad. they're doing it for themselves. So it's not the normal thing of, is your homework done? Have you done your assignment? They very much learn on their own, if I can say that, in terms of they take
Yeah.
responsibility for it. And
Wow.
with the online world, something we use, for example, is Khan Academy for maths. It's amazing because the videos and the lessons are great. So it takes a lot of the pressure off if you choose the right partner in education. And then my
Mm.
husband and I tag team. He also has his own business. So right now he is busy engaging with them on the other side of the house, so there can be some silence.
Okay. Shame. Well, that is incredible. First of all, well done on achieving
Thank you.
that, because it's one thing that most women want. Um, and then, yeah, you and your husband doing this together. So, I want to get to your social media and talk to you a little bit about the whole journey, because social media is, I think we all have this love-hate relationship with social media,
Mhm.
because, sorry, um, we know that it's something we have to do, but then on the other end, social media has so many negatives in the world. We see what's happening. We are concerned about our kids and social media, and yet on the other side, we have to embrace social media because we also understand that it is a platform for us to actually make the world better. So before a person can actually start to show themselves on social media, they sort of have to overcome this disconnect in their mind of the fact that actually it's bad, but then it's good. How do you feel about that, or how do you view that?
Um, I It took me a long time because as a mom, I mean, BBM came out when my
Mhm.
teen was at the height of discovering girls, and it was a big thing, private chats and then WhatsApp. So
Mhm.
in the beginning, I was also very much, no, let's not go there. And then I realized how powerful it can be and how it can make an impact. But I had to discipline myself to and teach my kids the discipline to filter out. So I'm very good at the mute button, okay, at muting pages, at muting profiles that don't uplift me. Last
Mhm.
week, I think I muted every news page because it was overwhelming. I knew the news. I didn't have to see it 50 times. And to the other thing I've always taught the kids is we don't bleed on social media. It's okay to be authentic about a struggle, and to share, but as long as you can lift someone up after they've read your story. We don't go to social media for encouragement. In terms of if you need attention or reassurance, social media is not the place to get that. So I
Mhm.
think the biggest lesson that we teach our kids as they start embracing social media is when you are sad, when you are depressed, pack away your phone and come to
Mhm.
me. Don't start sending or putting up a status who wants to chat. If I see that, I know my kid is in trouble and I should be reaching out in person.
Yeah, it's so interesting because I often feel also the responsibility to talk about this, and not always the positives. I like to stick to the positive side of things, but I also realized I had to cross that barrier of understanding. And I like the word you said, you have to have the discipline to know what is good for you and not, and then understand that there's so much power in it. And it's almost like social media is just what it is. It's just something. It's what we make it. So it's the same as money. Money is just money. Money doesn't corrupt
Mm,
people. It doesn't make people better, but it
yes.
can have both. So social media is very much like that. And then once you've crossed that sort of barrier, now you realize, okay, so there are positives to social media, and I can actually can be a big impact. Now, how is your journey of finding your voice online? How was that for you? How are you experiencing that?
I'm still struggling a little bit with finding my voice, seeing what works, what doesn't, because I'm very new to using my face on videos. I still
And yet you
actually
are
wanted
here
to.
live. You are live on
Yes,
Facebook.
thank you.
Guys,
Um,
say well done, Lisa. You are live on Facebook.
Thank you. I wanted to chat to Ansa. I think she said she covered her camera for a while, so she didn't see herself. I actually wanted to ask her how she did that, because I find that I fidget often when I'm online. But so yesterday it actually hit me that one of the things I struggled with is marketing felt like, and I know it's hard, but there's hard ways of marketing and there's smart ways. So actually yesterday when I was going through my contact buckets again for my own business, I realized, you know what, sharing clever marketing tips, I think is what my voice will be from now on. Because there's you can work smartly. You don't always have to work as hard if you just plan properly and if you understand a few things.
Yeah, it is really a journey and I don't think anyone ever gets to a point where you found your voice now. It's that
Mm,
whole journey. And that is why I really like social media because it is a lifelong learning experience, actually.
yes,
And it's almost you learn something, then you're at the next level, then there's new stuff to learn. So
definitely.
you did very well in our posted party. And that is where we gave you prompts and you had to post something and you showed up. Why did you embrace the posted party so much? And what did you do to actually motivate yourself to show up every day?
This course and the posted party came at a really crucial time for me because two of the clients that I'm managing, we needed to start launching our next events. So
Mm.
it was the accountability of knowing, listen, there was a challenge and there are people like waiting for you to show up. I
Wow.
find that I often need accountability. Yeah, if I don't have accountability, I'm not very good at showing up. So I do need an accountability partner. And that's where the posted party really helped me a lot.
And then with the prompts that we gave you, how did you go about getting an idea of what, for instance, to post as a tip or a motivation, or how did it help you to go back to your own creativity? If you can just elaborate a little bit about that whole process, how did you? Okay, so what I want to get to is a lot of the times people say they don't have anything to say, but actually they don't know how much they do have.
Yes. I used your content bucket video and I went because I spent a lot of time on the also in the beginning, the pain points that all the accounts that I work on, the pain points that they address and how they address them, and also who we are talking to. And then I just put myself in the shoes of each person. Like, okay, so this is my target audience, this is their pain point. So, how would you motivate someone with that pain point? Or what tip would they find useful? Or what would the trust ones I found easy because you know, across all the accounts, there were a lot of testimonials. So, I think those were like the days that gave my brain a break was when we
Oh,
did
is it?
the trust ones. Um, but for the rest, I think what I found most challenging was for the businesses that I posted for was the weekend ones where we're supposed to share something personal or about family. I think I found that a little bit challenging because I'm not necessarily the face of all the brands. So that is still an area where I need to work on a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Well, but it's lovely to chat to you. We've got
Thank you.
some, I just quickly want to go here. I've got a little bit of an allergy. So I
Oh,
just want to
shame.
go through here. Okay, so you are our unstoppable wave maker.
Thank
You've got
you.
4 kids. Your eldest is
Yes.
24 and the youngest is 4. Wow, how
Yes.
beautiful. Look at your beautiful family.
Thank you so
Uh,
much.
oh, so tell us about your journey of sharing your hair off.
So at some point, I was involved with a charity that worked with kids with long-term health conditions. So I helped with the social media and with fundraising. And the little boy had to go to America. I don't know if you guys remember Reef. His school story was, I mean, this is many years ago, but his story was in Rapport and everywhere. So a businessman challenged me and said, because we needed, an amount of money for his plane ticket. So the businessman said, okay, if I show, and my hair was long. I mean, it touched the bottom of my back. And he
Wow.
said, okay, if I shave my hair off, he will pay whatever is left of that business ticket or that flight ticket. So I did that. I shaved it off. And then for a whole year, every month that I posted a picture of my hair being shaved, he paid an amount of money over to the family. So
Wow.
that was a challenge. And just as my hair started growing, one of my friends at the time was diagnosed with breast cancer. And she's a wedding coordinator. So hair and looks is important. So I then, for the next year, also shaved off my hair with her. So I kept my head shaved. And 2 years ago, my daughter came and said, but she also wants to shave her head in solidarity for people with
Really?
cancer. So I learned a lot of lessons about, unfortunately, how cruel people can be when you shave your head. And I said, okay, let me do it with you and let me walk this journey with you. So we did. We both had no hair for, it wasn't
Wow.
as long, it was maybe 2 months, but we did both again shave our hair off.
And what do you think is something that's, or how did this journey change you as a person? What do you think you
Um,
gained?
I gained, well, a bad hair day before that could ruin my day. But if you've got no hair and you look absolutely terrible, there's nothing that can be worse than that. So, in a funny way, it boosted my confidence. That's the first thing, and it was very liberating. And the second one was not to care so much about what people think.
Mhm.
I had to attend a funeral. I'll show you, my grand passed away, and she was a beautiful soul. But she asked me if I was going to attend the funeral like that with no hair. And I did, there's nothing I could do. So I put a little beanie on and I attended my cousin's funeral. But I learned that not to be deterred by other people's perceptions or their preconceived ideas.
Wow, that is so powerful because they don't have the conviction in their heart that you have. And I think that's such a valuable point with a lot of things we do in life is we're so scared to trust our own conviction. And what was the thing that your daughter learned through the journey?
Um, well, she's very different. In general, she loves experimenting with special effects makeup and with funny hairstyles. She's always got pink and purple hair and stuff like that. So it did the same for her. It liberated her because she wanted to express her personality, but when she was younger, she was this cute little girl with blonde curls and everybody just wanted to keep her very girly and very soft. And she's
Mhm.
got a very strong side. So that journey also allowed her to,
To express
alongside me,
that.
step out, but she wasn't completely vulnerable to everybody. She's like, oh, what's wrong with you now? So,
Mm.
yeah.
Oh, that's incredible. Okay, then Roaring Strawberry. That's a beautiful name. How did you come up with the name?
It was in the time, I don't know if you remember, a lot of marketing companies had, I don't know, it was a fruit thing, right? You got blue mango and all of those names. I don't know if you remember that time. But so I was looking for, so I wanted to go with the trend, but I looked for something that kind of described me as a person. Um, so I have two sides. I have a really soft, sweet side, but I also have quite a bit of tenacity. So that's
Mm,
where the roaring strawberry came from.
wow. And tell me more about the business and exactly what you do and what kind of clients are your ideal clients or who do you serve?
Okay, so we do graphic design, web design, and we handle social media for people. And then I also, through that, have gotten involved into a bit of events management, but It's not
Mm,
a service that I advertise. It's just something that I
mm,
got involved in. Uh, Ideally, I love serving entrepreneurs or people with ideas and people who want to change the world. Those are my ideal clients. And then because I'm a mom, because I've managed to work around my kids, I do attract moms
mm,
and who are looking for advice on how to
mm.
advertise. I think there's not a mom right now who doesn't want or need a side hustle. So I've really been attracting those moms, and I'm busy figuring out how to best serve them.
Oh, wow. And yeah, it's incredible. Um,
Thank you.
so what I want to know is how do you feel that joining the course maybe supported or helped you in your business?
Um, Mahid, I'm loving the course. I can't get enough of it. It's really been awesome. Um, I have been doing so many courses over the last while
Mm,
that,
mm,
but what was different for me about your course is the way you've put it together. So I found
mm,
it empowering because I realized I know more than what I knew because you've put it all together. Um,
mm,
you have an amazing way of laying out a roadmap. I didn't have a roadmap before. I had all these puzzle pieces, but it's like I didn't have the front of the box to put them
mm,
together. So
mm,
that is what I've really loved about the course. And it has the confidence because I've been undercharging for the longest time. And I realized it's a confidence issue. So um, just yesterday, I spoke to more potential people or potential customers than ever before. But I could confidently communicate my price and not think, oh, I'm
mm.
taking this person for a ride because I'm not.
Yeah, that is incredible, and it's so true. I don't know if it's a woman thing or what, but I think most people struggle with that. And it's
Mm,
also because it's also when you really love what you do, like you don't mind doing it for free. And that is
mm,
kind of what I love about the entrepreneurs also that I work with is most of them would do their job for free. But
mm,
then because they love it so much and they've got so much passion, because I don't believe in money being your driver for success.
mm.
But I do believe in money being a tool to reach more people and get out there. So I am very also, convicted of my belief that we have to charge more, we have to earn what we are worth so that we can make the world a better place, so that we can reach more people. And I find that many people are uncomfortable talking about money because it shouldn't be your first drive to success. However, you should earn enough money so you can reach more people. So that is quite an
Definitely.
interesting one. I just want to, okay. So, yeah, so you three were the winners of the posted
Mm.
party. That was amazing. Um, so why we love your Instagram, Roaring Strawberry. Share great practical tips, share creative
Okay.
reels that shows your personality, and share photos and videos of yourself and your story. So why do you find that um, why do you feel it's important to share a little bit about yourself on social media?
I think the biggest thing I've learned is that people buy from people. That's how business is done. Even if you are doing business to business products or services, people buy from people. And if they get to know you, then you build a relationship. I've really realized the value of relationships. I'm actually an introvert, so if I don't have to speak to people, I'm very happy. But I've had to learn
Yeah.
that I can't do things on my own and that I need to intentionally cultivate relationships. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I do share some about myself.
Oh, that is amazing. So, just to end off, if you can leave one tip for someone like yourself, also a mother with kids, who's maybe not doing what they love, maybe they really hate their job, um, maybe they feel very dissatisfied and unfulfilled, and they really have a yearning to just have something that they love, and then also maybe be more flexible for kids. What advice would you give someone who is in that sort of negative mindset of just really at the place of despair because of that?
Um, okay, so the first thing I would do when I get in a low place is I make a list of things I can be grateful for, even in that negative space. Because you can always, even if you have to be grateful for the fact that you're still breathing, because it changes the direction of your thoughts. And when you are thinking positively, you will be more creative. So that's the first thing, is make a list of things you are grateful for. And then the second one is make a list of things that you really want in life, but don't edit it through your moral lens, because I believe that the Lord's placed desires in your heart. The word says he gives us the desires of our heart. That doesn't mean he gives you what you want. It means he places certain desires in your heart. So if he's laid something on your heart, it's because it's connected to your destiny and your purpose. And once you are grateful for where you are and you realize that's a foundation, then you'll have the openness to admit what you want. And then the how of getting to that will open up for you.
Wow. So what I hear you saying, I heard you use the word creative. When you are grateful for what you have, and it changes your mind to be more creative. Why is it important? Or why did you use that specific word?
I use that word because creative to me doesn't just mean you can draw or paint. It means you find an unusual solution to your problem. So
Oh,
let's say I'm a mom working a 9 to 5, but I'd like to get out of it. And I'm not good at baking, but there are some moms who are. I would, for example, start a side business where I'm baking or cooking for other moms. But the reason why I would choose that is because my kids can help me mix the batter. You know, they can help me bake biscuits. It can be fun. It doesn't need to take me away from them. So I say creativity is important because you'll find a way to incorporate your family into your side business, and it doesn't have to take away from family life. It can add to your family life.
and that creative answer is something very specific to you. And that is
Mm.
why you can't tap into someone else's creativeness. You have
Yes.
to, because they are not, they will also find a brilliant solution. I think, yeah, this is such an important point. I think that a lot of the times when we are in that place of distress and not happy, we just want to have other people tell us what must we do, what must we do, we'll do
Mm.
anything. Whereas the one thing we have to do is be brave enough to turn to ourselves, be brave enough to
Mm.
go and see what is inside. How can I get my creativity to work? Because at the end of the time, at the end of the day, it's in that creativity that you can design something that works for you. That is so, yeah, that's so amazing.
Thank you.
Wow. Yeah, thank you. I see
Thank you very much.
Renee is saying love this advice. Love. Nasreen is saying joining from Rondebosch. Nasreen, I will check your mail. Marie, hello Marie, saying hi.
Hello.
Deirdre is saying hi. Uh, Watching from Joburg. So Liza, I just want to thank you for being brave and courageous. First of all, to actually go through life the way you do and to tackle life situations the way you do, because that is an inspiration for others. That's an inspiration for people around you. And that is so valuable. And secondly, for coming to share with us a little bit. I see Marlene is also saying just to come and share a little bit of your experience. And yeah, that's incredible. Is there one last thought or something you want to leave for everyone listening?
Um, yes, I think Firstly, thank you for the opportunity. I said in my post, I've really been watching you for years, so it's really an honor to be on here with you. And then the last thought is, although boundaries are important, okay, and we need boundaries, I think too often we segment our lives, our family, family and business, or family, kids and business don't mix, husbands and wives and business don't mix. And I don't believe that that is 100% true. I feel with open communication, it can enrich your family life. A husband and wife working together, you get to know parts of each other that you wouldn't know before. So don't let that preconceived idea of family and friends and business don't mix. Don't do that. You shut yourself off to beautiful opportunities to work with people who you are deeply connected to.
Wow, that is incredible. Cornay is saying, ladies, you both have added such wonderful value within a single conversation. Thank you, Cornay, and thank you,
Thank you.
Lisa. That was
Thank
amazing.
you.
Thanks for everyone who watched. And yeah, I hope you have a very fantastic day and week ahead.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.